Hello, I hope you're doing very well. Today I want to welcome you to this space where we'll talk about a topic that can be silent, but also very dangerous: high blood pressure. If you've ever felt dizzy, heard a light ringing in your ears, or experienced sudden palpitations, your body might be sending you warning signs. In this video, I'm going to show you 5 signs that your blood pressure might be out of control, and most importantly, how to keep it stable, especially once you're over 60. Before we begin, I'd love for you to share in the comments how old you are and which city you're watching from. Also, don't forget to give this content a like and subscribe for more health information that can improve your life and the lives of your loved ones. Let me tell you something important. Hypertension doesn't always show up as strong pain or obvious symptoms. That's why it's known as the silent killer. It affects millions of people over 60 around the world and often goes unnoticed until it leads to serious complications like strokes or severe heart problems. The good news is that we can detect early warning signs and take simple steps to manage it. So if you're over 60 or have loved ones who are, pay close attention to what I'm about to share. Before getting into the 5 signs, I want to tell you Raquel's story, a 67-year-old woman who always felt very healthy. She walked every morning, stayed active, and rarely got sick. One day, she started getting tired more easily, especially when going upstairs. She felt slightly dizzy when bending down to pick something up. She brushed it off, thinking it was just age-related. But during a routine checkup, her doctor found her blood pressure was sky-high. With just a few changes in her diet and daily routine, she significantly improved her condition. This story shows us how important it is to pay attention to those little signs we often attribute to aging. So, let's begin with the first sign: dizziness or lightheadedness when standing up or changing position. Many people feel a brief dizzy spell in the morning when getting out of bed or after sitting for a while. This might be something normal called orthostatic hypotension, but sometimes it indicates that your blood pressure is unstable and fluctuating too much. Have you ever stood up quickly and experienced blurry vision or unsteadiness? If this happens often, don't take it lightly. It could be a warning that your cardiovascular system isn't regulating your pressure well with changes in posture. The first step is to check your blood pressure during those moments, maybe with a home monitor. If possible, keep a log and share it with your doctor. That way, you can rule out serious problems or confirm if hypertension is knocking at your door. The second sign is related to your heartbeat, or rather, the sensation of palpitations or strong beats for no clear reason. Of course, when you climb stairs or exercise, your heart beats faster. But if you notice sudden palpitations while you're resting, it might be a sign that your pressure is spiking. I know someone named Jamie, a 70-year-old man who suddenly felt like his heart was racing while sitting and watching TV. When he checked his pressure, it was way above normal. Simple changes, like reducing salt and saturated fats, staying hydrated, and adding moderate exercise, made a big difference in his health. So, if you feel your heart racing for no reason, especially at night or while resting, don't ignore it. The third sign of possible high blood pressure is frequent headaches, especially those that show up early in the morning or during low-stress moments. Of course, headaches can have many causes, from muscle tension to eye issues. But if they become frequent and feel like pressure in your temples or the back of your neck, it's time to take notice. Some experts say that morning headaches could be a sign of nighttime hypertension, or that your pressure isn't lowering properly while you sleep. This doesn't mean you should panic if you wake up with a headache now and then, but if it becomes regular and is paired with dizziness or pounding sensations in your head, you should check your pressure. The fourth sign may show up in your vision: sudden blurriness, flashes of light, or floating spots appearing out of nowhere. When blood pressure is too high, the blood vessels in your eyes can be affected, altering your vision temporarily or even long-term. Sometimes people think they just need new glasses or are tired, but after a checkup, They find that hypertension is damaging their retinal vessels. If you notice these sudden vision changes, don't hesitate to see an eye doctor. And of course, check your blood pressure. It's better to act early than regret it later. The fifth and final sign I want to talk about today is constant fatigue or extreme tiredness with simple daily tasks. This isn't about being lazy on a hot day or after a sleepless night. We're talking about unusual exhaustion, where climbing stairs, doing light chores, or walking a few blocks leaves you breathless. It's true that after 60, our bodies slow down a bit, but uncontrolled hypertension can make fatigue much worse. Your heart and arteries are working under more pressure, wasting energy on tasks that should be easy. If this kind of tiredness comes along with other symptoms we've mentioned, it strengthens the suspicion that your blood pressure is out of control. Now that you know these 5 warning signs, frequent dizziness, palpitations at rest, recurring headaches, blurry or flickering vision, and extreme fatigue, I want you to know, this isn't a reason to panic, but it is a reason to take action. The first step is to monitor your blood pressure regularly, ideally at different times of the day. Many people only check it in the morning, but it's also useful to get readings in the afternoon and evening, since pressure can vary with activity and mood. You might be asking, can I really keep my blood pressure stable after 60? And the answer is a big yes. There are simple changes that can make a big difference. The first one is to cut back on salt. You'd be amazed at how much salt hides in processed foods. Start reading labels and choosing fresher meals. That doesn't mean food has to be bland. You can use natural herbs and spices instead. The second tip is to stay moderately active. Walking for 30 minutes a day or doing light stretching is a fantastic choice. Always check with your doctor to find the best routine for you. The third key is managing stress, which can spike from even small daily situations. Deep breathing, yoga, or meditation can truly transform your heart health. Also, get enough good quality sleep. Rest helps your body regulate blood pressure overnight. If your sleep schedule is inconsistent or you stay up too late, consider building a more regular routine. After 60, your body appreciates consistency. And don't forget to manage your weight. Excess weight adds strain to your circulatory system. You don't need to be an Olympic athlete. Just aim to keep your body mass index within healthy ranges with professional guidance. One more thing I don't want to overlook: hydration. Some older adults avoid drinking water for fear of waking up at night or other reasons. But staying hydrated helps your arteries stay flexible and contributes to stable pressure. It's not about drinking too much all at once. Just sip water throughout the day, even if you're not feeling thirsty. Lastly, if you've been diagnosed with hypertension or you're noticing these symptoms repeatedly, it's vital to follow your doctor's advice, which may include specific medication. Never self-medicate or rely on home remedies without checking with a health professional. Every person is different, and what works for one may not work for another. I truly hope this information helps you become more aware of the signs your body might be giving you. If you've made it this far, I'd love to know in the comments which of these 5 signs surprised you the most, or if you've experienced any recently. Don't forget to tell me your age and where you're watching from. I love seeing how far this community reaches. Be sure to check the video description, where I sometimes share extra links with tips or recommended reading on blood pressure and cardiovascular care. And if you haven't already, I encourage you to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future health guides that can truly make a difference in your life. Remember, prevention is always the best path. With small but consistent changes, you can keep your blood pressure at healthy levels and enjoy your days with energy and wellness. Thank you so much for joining me on this important topic. If you know someone experiencing dizziness, palpitations, or constant headaches, share this information with them. It might be the push they need to get checked and stay safe from future complications. See you in the next video. Wishing you excellent health and a stable blood pressure. Have a wonderful day, and always listen to the signs your body is sending you.